What's up, everybody? It's Eric from Maxlider Brothers Customs, and I know that we're normally talking about the old Ford Bronco here at our shop, but I have a very special car sitting right next to me that I would like to discuss with you because of its cultural importance and its history in my own life. Right here is a 1984 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. Now, the reason it's so important to me is because my very first car was a 1983 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, Motor Trend Car of the Year, because, well, it was pretty incredible. Why? Because it had a neck-breaking 145 horsepower and 180 foot-pounds of torque. Now, folks, that is some power, and I guarantee that if you rev it high enough and dump the clutch, you can do burnouts until the cows come home. And I did, but that's a whole nother story. Now, what makes it so special? Well, first of all, look at it, right? It is the combination of sport and luxury. It had a turbocharged 2.3 liter 4-cylinder engine, and I happen to know that if you got it too hot and dumped oil on it, it would start on fire. But hopefully, if you owned one, you didn't have that same issue as I did. It was a couple bad moments at gas stations when I was putting oil in it because she burned a little oil at the time. But it's such a cool car. All the comforts you've got in this one, you got a sunroof, you've got reclining bucket seats that are really sporty. I had a big 15-inch subwoofer in the back that just thumped, and man, you could hear me coming from a mile away. Now on this car, it's all about the front end of the vehicle. I mean, this screams 1980s Ford sport vehicle. Look at the grill. Look at the Thunderbird, that Thunder Chicken kind of emblem right here. You've got the fog lights underneath. Now on mine, I actually had some covers that had a little bird on them, or it said Ford or something. Well, I ended up hitting a pheasant and it ripped one off, so I had to toss those. Again, a whole nother story, but this particular vehicle has quite an interesting feature. Miss Christina. That's right. When I get in, I kind of talk to her and I rub her real nice and I say, "Miss Christina, will you please take me somewhere fast?" And she always obliges. I love you, Christina. Now, if you come around here to the side, you'll notice another Thunder Chicken emblem. However, this one's a little different. And I think Ford just couldn't figure out which one they liked more, so they slapped whatever they could on the vehicle. Now, one of my favorite areas of the car is the tail side, the rear end. I mean, the tail lights were just perfectly placed, perfectly positioned. Again, you've got Thunder Chicken emblems on there that are even slightly different than the last one I showed you. You got a Turbo Edition emblem. I'm not sure if that's factory or stock, quite honestly. I think mine was different. The 83 version was slightly different, but as you walk around this car, it's really the perfect combination of style and performance. And when your insurance was so high as a 16-year-old that you couldn't have a Fox body Mustang, well, this was a great second choice. And I raced many Mustangs who proceeded to walk all over me until I flipped it around in reverse and said, "Race me backwards." Let me tell you, this car would do speeds that I do not encourage or endorse in reverse. Had some near-death experiences, but I lived to tell about it, and here I am today, you know, building Broncos. This one happens to be for sale because we're out of space and I just can't keep it any longer. My 16-year-old said no, and so I got to let it go. So it's rust-free, it runs great, and it's available for $3,500. If you're interested, you should give me a call or shoot me a text. And if you're not convinced yet, I'd say we got one last thing to do. And that's some smoky burnouts to show you that it has the power. So, let's go. All right, folks, this is what 145 Mad Chicken sounds like.
more where that came from, folks.